Hey everyone, welcome to Team Tenacity's call. We are just so excited tonight. We have some really exciting things to share and an exciting speaker, not a guest speaker, a in-house speaker. And I'm going to turn it over to her mama, Michelle.
Hey, you
and
guys.
our NMD, Michelle.
Hey, well, thank you for joining us on this call live right now, or if you're listening to the recording. We're so glad that you did. We really do have one of the very best teams in all the world in Juice Plus, and we're super excited to have a special guest who happens to be my daughter. But she is a senior sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company, and she graduated from Middle Tennessee State University in May. And she is taking time because of the choice that she made to join this mission a few years ago and investing in others. She has the freedom right now to be off on really an epic adventure that she decided to do all on her own. Just so you guys know, she has every bit of it on her own. And she is also paying for it all on her own. I just want people to know that, because I think that that is something that is to be really respected. So anyway, Aubrey and her dad is with us too tonight. Say hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Both dogs are here too, Aubrey. And yeah, so take it away.
Okay, hi, and thank you for everyone for getting on. I see some, all my friends are on too. Anyways, okay, so I'm in Tahoe right now at a Starbucks because there's Wi-Fi, and I just got here last night from Oregon. The past almost 2 weeks I've been in Oregon, and it was so awesome. The first week I got to spend with my godmother in Eugene, and I really probably spent a total of an hour with her since I was 10. So this was really cool to spend a whole week with her. So it was really cool, and I got to share a little bit about Juice Plus with her. So, however, I invited her to a regional event that's happening in a few weeks in Eugene, and because of my time with her, I think she's actually going to go and hopefully hear it from someone else. That'll be great. But so yeah, Eugene was awesome. I don't know, I thought I'd share a little bit about what I did. And went to my first Oregon football game. That was really fun. Just ate tons and tons of food, not Shed 10 worthy food. But I did still have my smoothie every day because I can't go a day without that. Anyways, then I went on to Ashland, Oregon, and stayed with Chris and Nikki Cotton, who are our greater heat team leaders, and they were so awesome. And right when I got there, I got to go to lunch with Chris and Nikki and Sean Hopkins. Sean Hopkins is the new Chief Operating Officer of the Juice Plus company. And I had heard his name before and probably saw him at conference a few times and deleted who he was. But he is seriously my new favorite person, and just so down to earth. He talks about all the countries he's been to because of Juice Plus, and really was asking me, he was really interested to know in what improvements I think the company should or could do, or what I really like about the company. And just he even took some notes on some things, and just I thought that was really cool how interested he was in my opinion of what we could do. Mainly I was like, I really like everything about the company, but there was a few things I guess I said there, you guys can have the inside scoop on, they are going to, they're just very open. I brought maybe a green drink, a green smoothie, Juice Plus powder, of the green powders from the capsules made into a smoothie powder with no soy. Anyways, he was like, obviously we don't come out with a product very often at all, but he said that is on the radar. So I don't even know if that's officially, like, I wouldn't go around telling everyone that, but I thought I'd share with you. So I went to they had a regional there in Ashland, and it was a Friday night event and a Saturday morning event, and I heard all speakers that I had never heard before, but idols in the company that I just think of Juice Plus celebrities through Facebook. And so the first night was Lauren Slocum. She is, according to Sean Hopkins, she has the fastest growing business in all of Juice Plus, which, duh. I mean, we kind of all knew that. She's like a true hero. She said something about how she is 150 wide of people. Like, that's how you build a business. You go wide. Anyways, I can't really even imagine what her check is or how many people she's impacting, but it's a lot. So we got to hear her on Friday night, and I'm just going to kind of jot through. I took notes on my phone. So I will try to share some things that I found valuable from Lauren. Okay, so she said that we need to have a life full of premium fuel. I really like that. Not just regular fuel, but premium fuel. As far that kind of relates to Juice Plus and just people, community, everything is just premium fuel. Also, let's see. So Lauren kind of tells it how it is, and she mentioned something about, like, if there is a negative person in your life or a negative thing, but it's usually negative people that are just weighing you down, she said you either get a literal divorce from them or a figurative divorce from them. But I think she was speaking from past personal experience on the divorce part. But anyways, I thought that was kind of funny, just because it's true. Like, just divorce them if they're weighing you down. Okay. Oh, she said to have a clear list of your non-negotiables. So these are things that you just no one's going to sway you or like convince you otherwise of the non-negotiables. And she had us write those down. So I encourage everyone to kind of write them down, especially if they're just coming straight to your head. But they can just be life non-negotiables or business non-negotiables. She doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where she is, what she's doing. She is committed to reaching out to, I think, 15 people a day. And there's other things part of her daily method of operation. But she's like, I don't care if I'm stranded on an island. I'll go talk to 15 people that, you know, if I don't have service or whatever, she makes sure that happens. So that was just one of her non-negotiables. But I like that. Who you surround yourself with really is who you become. I really like that. Okay, so she had also, there's a difference between when you're committed to something and then when you have like a resolve about something, or a commitment versus a resolve. So, you know, you can say you're committed to working out every day, but really, unless you have, I don't know, something that is really kind of making you work out every day, we don't really always keep our commitments. But when there's a resolve, which means it's just, you're like your final straw with, I don't know, whatever it is, you are just I don't know. I can't really think of any examples. This is, never mind that part. Okay, she ended though the night, because I'm going to try to move on. She said she really likes dogs. And so she was like, you know how dogs will just, something they really like, their tail will wag. And they'll just wake up first thing in their morning and their tail will wag. And she's like, what makes your tail wag every morning? So I really liked that. So how do you kind of, are you waking up every morning with your tail like, or is it wagging first thing you wake up in the morning? And I know mine is right now, but anyways, I like that. That's how she ended the night. Saturday morning, Sean Hopkins, the CEO of the Juice Plus company, he talked for a little bit. A lot of it was kind of nerdy stuff that I loved, but he was the one who took the omegas. He was in charge of the omegas. And so two kind of big things about them are it's the first product that was globally launched and not just in the US. So every ingredient, you know, they researched for 2 years just on the ingredients to make sure that something in the US, or that you could, I think tomato oil or something was maybe going to be iffy in Italy or something. And they went through a whole process with Italy to make sure that we could have the tomato oil in the omegas or something. Anyways, I thought that was really cool that there's not a different product in Italy or in England or all the other countries. It's the same exact omegas that we're taking in the United States. It's also the first completely vegan, there was a word, vegan non-2-part capsule. So you have some like our Juice Plus orchard and garden and vineyard, there's 2 parts to it. This one's also 2-part, and that just means the one capsules that don't have the 2-part just they require heat to fuse it together, and these don't. They're 2-part. They don't require heat. It's cold pressed, first of its kind, vegan. Anyways, it's awesome. He touched a little bit on the impact score of Juice Plus, which these are for people that I've heard this at conference, but if you haven't been at conference, they've touched on this. A good impact score, and this is just used by all researchers of anything. A good impact score is about a 10 or 15. And ours is 110. And so it's just, that means people are looking at our research, using our research for their products maybe, but it's just the highest impact score, which you could just, I mean, any researcher, if they're a research guru, would look at the impact score and be like, wow. Okay. Then I heard Woody Comstock, married to Gretchen Comstock. They are from Connecticut and 100 Club NMDs. The Shepleys are on their team, if you've heard of. Anyways, the Shepleys, I got to spend my time with Julia Shepley. She's my new BFF. So this was her aunt and uncle. And Woody spoke, and this was a guy's perspective. He also is an NMD with his wife. And he was working in corporate America for a really long time. And he was actually the biggest seller. He was the first one and biggest seller of screwdrivers, which sounds weird, but he was making a lot of money selling screwdrivers because he was the first and biggest in the nation selling screwdrivers. So he was making a lot of money. And Gretchen started Juice Plus, I don't know, I think they said around 15 years ago. And he was like, this is like just for her, like I'm going to stick with my corporate America gig. But then he actually, they had to declare bankruptcy. And he was like, all right, Gretchen, this is his wife. You have to go get a job if you want to buy, like, even if you want the groceries you normally want, the clothes you normally want, like, you got to go get a job this week by the end of this week. And she comes home going, so I got a job, and it was with Juice Plus. But anyways, that's when he kind of helped support her. And he was just really, really, really big on his support for her. A spouse's support is just so important because, again, kind of back to Lauren Slocum on negative people, they really just are going to bring you down. And it's just hard to have those people in your life and be successful. So he said the more support that I could give Gretchen, the more successful I knew we would be. So, which was so true. He's so, so supportive of her. And okay, so that's what I'll say about Woody. Anyways, he's now a national marketing director under Gretchen. They live this amazing life. And so let me go down to Gretchen, his wife. Her talk was on an intentional approach to team building. And she had intentional lifing, which was to pay attention, be astonished, and tell about it. That's intentional lifing. And kind of talking about how, you know, when you were in kindergarten, you would just share everything and not think about what you were sharing. You would just share everything. And that's how we should be, is just to share everything, and not thinking about what people think about us when we share about everything. So kind of that kindergarten mentality. Yeah, she's like, she would just kept saying, any team member or customer or just the skeptic that was kind of weighing her down, she would just be like, next, and just move on. She didn't ever let that really weigh on her. And just next, like, I'll find another, more team members, I'll find more customers, and not letting that, let that negativity weigh you down, which I've said like 3 times. So apparently that's pretty important. Belief in yourself is way more important than belief about the product. So I find that really, really important, because if we believe in ourselves, then we really can do anything. However, I do think belief about the product is really important too. And sorry, trying to go on a little bit more. We did, okay. This, I don't know. Some of my notes are like, I can't really decipher what I was trying to say. But other than all the little facts in my notes, the biggest part was the relationship and the people in this company. Truly, like, every time I'm just even more astonished. But I was I've hung out with Chris and Nikki. I mean, I really do feel really comfortable with them. I was super excited to stay with them, but I went in with, I knew I was going to have some random roommate who I knew or only had seen her on Facebook, Julia Shepley. Knew she had to be awesome because she was a Shepley, but I had never met her. Instant best friends. I mean, seriously, like, we'll share everything. We already have been talking since I've left. I'll see her at conference, and I just can't wait because conference is so soon that I'll get to see all these people that I just left. But the quality of people, I don't know, I was just astonished at all of it, and just the life that they're living is the life that I want to keep living. And it's just full of fun and freedom and, I don't know, opportunity and all of that stuff. So I just really can't stress the getting to events, small or big. This was a bigger one, but just meeting all the people that are involved in Juice Plus Company, it just makes however I'm doing in this business, good or bad, I'll stick with it, because I would never want to, like, not be around these people. So plug in to go to conference, and I will introduce you to all these amazing people and meet so many more. But they're great. And yeah, I really can't, the fact that I'm also, I'm a saver of money, if that's a better way to say it. I don't like to spend my money. So if I was just taking this trip, and, well, first of all, I wouldn't probably be taking this trip without Juice Plus my Juice Plus income. But the fact that I'm still, the whole month of September, I'm gone, and I will still get a paycheck with a comma in it at the end of this month or in September while doing all this traveling. Like, hello, like it's just the best. It really is. And I just truly believe there's no better company there's just not a better company, product, business, leaders of our company. Like I said, Jay Martin is great. He's our president. And the fact that I now know our CEO, who will eventually be, he's kind of in charge other than Jay. We are in good hands, people. Like, they are just thinking so much about us. And that's why Sean traveled mainly, was to hang out with Juice Plus people and to get feedback on how he can improve the company when he gets back. Really cool. So, I still have like 2 more weeks of traveling. I really will be ready to get home, but I'm excited to be doing this. And just another fun fact, or not fun fact, it's just a fact. Pretty much every place I've been staying has either been with someone from my dad's basketball connection, like, so that was even my godmother, or someone that's involved with Juice Plus. So that's how I've been able to go to all these different cities. Even in Tahoe, I'm staying at a Sidelight team member's aunt's house, like, all through Juice Plus. So it's just really neat, and everyone has the opportunity to do that and should travel. I really have. Everyone just needs to do it and get out of their bubble, because even in Eugene, or Oregon in general, is a different place than Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's for sure. Yes, very different, but super thankful to see the difference, because you really can get wrapped up in your bubble. And I just think Murfreesboro mentality has its own, like, I don't know. Even just seeing all my friends in Murfreesboro getting married, and then going to Oregon and seeing all my friends that are older than me and they're not married. Like, I'm not abnormal that I'm not married right now. But anyways, it's just been really, really cool, and very, very, I've had a lot of time just to reflect and be by myself and be with God, and he's just working his magic, and I know for sure he wants me doing this. So that's really cool. So yeah, sorry, that was kind of all over the place, but I guess if you have any questions, anything, I'll be happy to answer.
I loved it. Thank you. I did want to have you, I don't know if you saw the chat, but one of our guests on, Jenny, is from Portland, Oregon. And so I'm sure she would love to, and we would love to have you just kind of share your story, how you came about to be taking Juice Plus, and, your whole journey with the business.
Okay. Yes, good idea. So, hi, Jenny from Portland. I didn't get a chance to go to Portland, but I love Oregon. So I was introduced to Juice Plus 10 years ago because Sandy shared it with my mom, and my mom came home and said that we all have to take Juice Plus. And so I was 12 and said, well, I don't even know what I said, but I did it. And we were really consistent, and that was just kind of I don't know, we somehow were just really consistent with it, and I was taking it every day. And that was a few years of just taking that. I did replace my donuts in the morning with Juice Plus smoothies, so that was a win for my health, I'm sure. But I was also a competitive swimmer and went on my freshman year of college to swim at Western Kentucky, and that's when I was away from home and really saw the value in Juice Plus. I was eating cafeteria food every day, really no fruits and vegetables, and so I was like doubling up. I was taking so much Juice Plus. I was making 2 shakes in my dorm every day, and just getting energy back, because swimming 22 hours a week and going to school was really hard. Getting energy back, and I was the only person on my swim team that season that didn't miss a practice for illness. And so I definitely attribute that to my taking Juice Plus for so many years. But anyways, that was when my belief became pretty big. And I then stopped swimming and came to MTSU my sophomore year and didn't want to go get a 9-to-5. And so I just said yes. My mom had been doing Juice Plus for a while, but said yes to doing Juice Plus. And I quickly did, I wouldn't say quickly, but I eventually got to a pretty good little paycheck. And I was like, this is it. Like, I am going to school full time and getting people healthier and making money. I just thought of it as a pretty big duh. And so I also got a buddy pretty quick. Shout out to Madison Sparks if you're listening. She's my best friend and she joined my team, and it's just been great ever since. I mean, I do have to put, like, sometimes it's hard. I mean, it is hard work, and sometimes it's hard, and you might lose a customer here and there, and you might lose a team member even here and there, but it's just so worth it to keep going and just see all of these national marketing directors at the top of the Juice Plus company, that they don't have anything that I don't have. Like, we can all be national marketing directors. And so I just know I will be one day, and it's going to be very hard when I get back to be employable, because this life is too good to get, I don't know, to actually go work for someone 9 to 5. It's going to be very hard for me to say yes to that. So yeah, love it so much.
Awesome. I love what you're saying, that even on the road and, you know, having the time of your life, your paycheck still comes in. You're still getting
yes.
paid. I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I just thank you for everyone. I just want to give a quick thank you to everyone who got on. I see people that they're just my friends that aren't even taking Juice Plus or on my team that got on. So that's really cool. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Does anyone have any questions for Aubrey?
I do.
And then Michelle, you want to?
I have a question. Of course, I always have questions, but so I mean, you talked about how the lifestyle of this, the opportunity, the relationships, the paycheck. But how does it? I mean, I know you're young compared to some of us, but how does it feel knowing that you're doing something that has the potential to really change a life from the cellular level and beyond? I mean, you know, as a parent, we just want, you know, our kids to be able to have something that's greater than themselves. So how does that feel?
Well, it feels pretty great. I've always thought that getting Juice Plus in people is just amazing, because it really is the best thing you can do for your health. But especially after this weekend at the regional, the lives that I can change with this business is just as great. And I know I've heard that before, but it really sunk in this weekend. So just sharing the mission is just as important as sharing about Juice Plus. They're both life-changing and life-saving. And also, I get like that kind of, I've said it probably plenty of times, but I couldn't also be traveling if I was getting sick every day, or like getting sick every other day, and not feeling good, or the energy to hike. I don't know. The having my health also is why I can do this month-long trip of changing altitudes and states. And I know a lot of people will just, I don't know, something will affect them I don't know, they might feel sick, allergies or something from changing states. Nope. I'm just changing states. So that's really cool.
Very cool. Other questions?
All right. No questions. I miss everyone.
We miss you. Can't wait to see you at conference. I was just
I
going to
can't
ask
wait.
everyone that's on, does this make you think of a college student or someone, because there's so many millennials that don't want to have a 9 to 5. You know, they don't want to live like their parents have. They don't want to be tied down. They want to be able to travel and just have these great adventures. Yet also a lot of them want to make a difference. So be sure, and this call is recorded, so be sure and send anyone that you're thinking of. But
yeah, I also, because you said that, even if you do have another job that because you know, I don't have another job, so this is my only job. If you have another job that you're passionate about, that's awesome, and you can still do Juice Plus. I mean, Lauren Slocum, she's the one with the fastest growing business. She does like 20 million different things too, and she does find time for this because she sees the value in the product, in the business, for everyone. And so you can have another job and do Juice Plus. I just wanted to like make that point. You don't have to drop what you're doing and just do Juice Plus, but it is a great for one day if you don't want to, or when you have kids, or if you have kids, and I don't know, all that.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to share a couple things we have coming up. So tonight at 7:15, so in 11 minutes, we have the Take Healthy Back call. At 7:30 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, we're doing a Shred 10 Zoom. It's actually a live Facebook meeting, or event. And then next week, we're going to do a couple startup trainings for people who want to feel confident in starting new people up. And we'll also record it. We'll be doing it via Zoom because we have we use the mission-driven model. We have a brand new checklist for sponsors. And so we just want you to feel, confident that you can start a new person off. So I think that's all I had. Michelle, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Conference is coming right up, and we are working on the details, and there's still time to, summer surge somebody to get extra conference tickets. Just Aubrey said it, events are huge, and conference is the big time Super Bowl event. And she's been to many, and they're, all events are powerful, but I'm pretty sure she wouldn't necessarily be where she's at in her belief and her passion without having experienced those things. And also just that connectedness to the true people and the leaders of our company. So then when she got a little bit more of an intimate setting, that was even richer than it would have been maybe before that. So, make plans to come. It's really fun, you guys. And really, it isn't just a check on the to-do list. It's a true investment in you. And if you invest the right things in you, you are unstoppable in how you can change the lives of people in your world, truly. So that is my plug for conference.
Thank you. And Aubrey, I'd like you to share, because I've watched you over the years do things like take your finals early and miss classes where you never miss classes so you can be at a conference. For someone who's still on the fence, can you share why they might want to make plans and get to conference?
Yeah, I heard the word conference back when my mom was going to conference, before I was going, and conference equaled boring to me. Like, I just thought, no, like, I don't want to go. But it shouldn't even have that title. And I think it is changed like Juice Plus Live now, because it's way more. I take some notes, like get some information, but it's just a whole bunch of fun. And again, these people, like all 8,000 of them are great. And so it's really just, I'm so excited to see everyone and for friends to come with you. And if you don't even, like, if you don't work for Juice Plus, come, because it's still fun. It's still fun. Like, everyone should go. I don't even think I did move some finals or something to come because it was that valuable to me. And that really is when I, after I went to my first conference, kind of when I really started my business and it kind of took off. But there was a girl this weekend. I mean, she has 3 kids under 3. They're all, and her and her husband and her 3 kids are coming to conference. One's only 1 month old. The dad works also another job, but all 5 of them are going. And guess what? They're also have a really pretty good Juice Plus business. They're rocking it. And so I definitely think it's an equivalent to, if you want your Juice Plus business to grow and have fun and just meet amazing people, then come to conference.
Awesome. Yay. Thank you. I'm going to take us off recording, and then we can all tell Aubrey thank you.